Markeith Lloyd's lawyers will be allowed to hire their own expert witnesses in secret and pay them undisclosed amounts of taxpayer money. The accused cop killer skipped his court hearing again today, but Channel 9's Field Sutton was there and joins us live from the Orange County Courthouse. Field, Lloyd is in jail and not required to go to court, right?
Right now he's not, but he will be eventually, and that could involve jailers having to use force to get him here. But for the time being, all involved have agreed he can just sit in the jail since he doesn't want to be at the courthouse. Things were quiet and smooth today in what became the third hearing without outburst-prone murder defendant Markeith Lloyd there to cause chaos.
It sounds to me we're making this a little more difficult than we need to.
Chief Judge Frederick Lawton was left mediating a disagreement between the defense and the prosecution. The defense wants to hire experts who will potentially give favorable mitigating testimony to offset a laundry list of allegations involving the murders of Lloyd's ex-girlfriend Sade Dixon, her unborn baby, and Orlando Police Lieutenant Deborah Clayton. Judge Lawton summed up the defense's argument, which is that the only reason they might end up having to disclose those witnesses and their potential strategy before trial is having been hired as private attorneys with public dollars.
I'm not the public defender. I'm not regional counsel. I'm not privately retained counsel. Why do I have to disclose to the state who is examining my client?
State Attorney Brad King argues the public has a right to know how much those defense witnesses get paid, and he has a right to ask them on the stand how much they're earning by testifying for an accused killer.
Doing exactly what you talked about and having 3, 4, or 5 mental health experts in a single case.
The judge rejected a request to have another judge rule on hiring witnesses, but he agreed to do it all under seal to protect Lloyd's defense. Well, details about who is being hired and how much they're being paid are not going to be under seal forever. When this trial is over, they're going to become public record.
So, Field, the trial for Sade Dixon's murder is coming up before the end of the year. What's next for that case?
I did catch up with defense attorney Roger Wheaton right outside the courtroom after this was all over today. He says he's happy with this ruling, but that's about all he said. He's tight-lipped about everything else. What we're expecting, though, is for matters of evidence to start coming before the court, things that whether or not the jury gets to hear certain items of evidence, that is, and that's something that's going to require Lloyd to be here, which is going to get to that what we were talking about earlier about whether or not jailers have to use force to drag him down to the courthouse. Live in Orlando, Field Sutton, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.